Okay, I'd like to call to order the utility board meeting for August 19th, 2026. Everyone, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Have a roll call seat, please.
It's George.
Here.
Alex.
Here.
Ed.
Here.
Jeff.
Here.
Frank.
Here. Next item is citizens input. Do I have any citizens input this evening? There being none, move on to the next item, consent agenda. Do I have a motion regarding the consent agenda?
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? There being none, roll call, Sue, please.
George.
Aye.
Alex.
Aye. Aye.
Jeff.
Aye.
Frank.
Aye. Next item on our agenda is reports. First item under reports is town council liaison report. Councilperson Grisovich, do you have a report?
Yeah.
Yes, August 11th, 2026, at approximately 11 a.m., there was a catastrophically powerful storm akin to a land hurricane called a derecho, which caused an unprecedented scope of damage across the region. 95% of Lake County lost power. There was tragic loss of life, and yet we are grateful there were not more casualties. In the past 8 days, it has been encouraging and endearing to see neighbors communing and helping each other day after day. As of this morning, over half of Dyer residents have had their power restored, and NIPSCO is still working to complete power restoration to all Dyer residents. Currently, we are still waiting for them to update their most recent estimate of 11:59 p.m. tonight. Since this event, Dyer staff, leadership, and engineers have been monitoring utility infrastructure and will continue as the cleanup from the storm continues. They're still evaluating and estimating, and at this point, it is difficult to know how long it is all going to take to clean up. Patience is and will be a virtue. We are doing our best sharing information on our town Facebook page, as well as individual council member Facebook pages. Any resident with questions should contact Town Hall at 219-865-6108. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next item on our agenda is attorney's report. We do not have an attorney present this evening, at least at this point. So we'll move on to the next report, which is engineer's report. Mike, I don't know if you have any report other than the agenda items that are.
Agenda items.
Okay, excellent. Next item is old business. Under old business is the credit request policy. I believe the intent from our discussion and study session was to prepare an ordinance. I don't believe we need a motion for this because we're simply just going to prepare a draft ordinance for review. And then we will, if at our next meeting, if that draft or an edit to that draft is acceptable, then we'll make a motion and vote on a recommendation to the town council.
Got it.
This will be just going ahead and generating that draft. So, so go ahead and, what's that, Ed? It could be credit request policy, utility credit request policy. I would assume something like that. So, but we'll title it probably consistent with the one we already have. You know, the ordinance that was titled to previously address this, if you recall, from probably a couple of years ago. So it'd probably be an amendment to that. We'll talk with, it would probably be Adam. You know, John will be looped in, but since it's going to be an ordinance, Adam Senior will be the one to prepare it. So we'll go ahead and prepare that and distribute that for the members to review. And then again, if there's any adjustments to some of those parameters, we can make those in that ordinance then. Any further discussion on that?
No, there's one thing, the number 4 at the fourth point.
Yeah.
Leak adjustment, when I was reading that, I didn't really know. Making sure, feel like that should be identified as whatever, like the ordinance name. Like whatever we end up calling it. Instead of calling it a utility bill adjustment at the top and then saying leak adjustment.
Oh, yeah.
Correct, wording wise.
Yeah, we'll clean that. This is, I guess, more of a outline. Yeah, but I point well taken. Yeah, we won't we'll come up with something. Like I said, be consistent with what the ordinance we previously issued for this. So. Anything else on credit request policy? Okay, next is ongoing project updates. Mike, I don't know if you have any particular updates you want to give. I know we have the North Gate tank repainting or Jeff or.
I can brief on that real quick.
Okay, if you don't mind.
It's out to bid. We have a non-mandatory pre-bid meeting tomorrow, 10 a.m. Bid opening will be August 27th. Currently, we have 8 plan holders, so that's a good sign. So that's the brief update on that. For the North Gate.
Okay.
Payment.
Jeff, do you have any project updates you'd like to make or
Yes.
or report maybe? on
Yeah, again, we have,
the
again,
project
Jack-
update?
Yeah, the Jackson Court lift station rehab, again, the bolt pumps and all the valving has been completed at that location, so that's done. We started doing the prep work for all the electrical work in the early part of August, even the end of July, before August 11th. So again, if you're actually out on that site, fence, everything's been kind of removed and getting everything ready for the electrical installation portion. So the new generator, relocating the control panels and stuff like that. So that's what our next portion is on that project. Water audit was completed. So again, just to give everyone an update, for 2024, we had an 8.4% loss, water loss, and then 6.7 for 2025. So again, still under our 10%, which is what we would hope to have. Service line inventory, again, I know we completed that a few years ago, but there were still a lot of unknowns. We're in the process of trying to eliminate those unknown material lines. So we're now down to 140. We started the last month at 460. So we are continuing, get those unknowns advised. We did get our new hydro excavation truck earlier this month. So again, we're currently using that. So just you'll see that out in the field. And then of course we got Emmy Simpson currently hydro flushing. And they may not have been working this past week due to other things going on, but they'll continue that once things have gotten a little bit more stable. And again, the storm that we had on August 11th, the treatment plant was literally on generator power from that point up until today. So all parameters were met, no issues with the high flow process. I mean, we were for a good 6 or 7 days at elevated flows, but everything was treated properly. Water facilities are operating the way they're supposed to. Again, from a utility standpoint, everything's pretty good. The only lift station that is still on generator power is 213th lift station. So again, that's I'm just waiting for that East End area to be put back online. The Bibich generator, unfortunately, just due to age and probably the power surges and all stuff, is just now to the point that it has to be replaced. So we are looking into getting that replaced. But during this whole entire event, we had to manually go out there and turn the generator on, which would only run for about 10 or 15 minutes before it would turn off. So again, we were able to keep that tank properly filled during that time, but it was a lot of man hours to make that happen. Other than that, that's kind of my report right now. So any questions, feel free to ask. And of course, we're chipping, branch pickups, so that's a given. We'll be working, like I said, 10-hour days, Monday through Thursday, and then we're working Friday, Saturday, Sunday with split shifts and stuff like that. So again, you'll see public works crews out 7 days a week for those 10 to 8 hours every day until further notice.
Jeff, what do we think that Bibich water tower generator replacement
Right around
cost?
39,000. Again, we got a preliminary quote today. So again, that was just the first one, but so
So you
again,
probably have something for us for next meeting on that.
oh yeah.
Pardon that?
Oh, no,
Oh, okay.
I should turn me into it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah, you and the rest of the town, right? So, okay, Thank you, Jeff. Any questions for Jeff on his updates?
Thank you.
Just for, actually, for curiosity, how much fuel did we go through at the treatment plant?
Well, I have the total. We just used over 5,000 gallons for all the generators. Throughout the town, and unfortunately, I don't have that one part for the treatment plant, but that was still probably 35% of it was probably just for that alone. So again, 1,500, 1,600 gallons just alone for that. And I'm probably doing my math wrong, but again, it was a lot.
So,
So
well, you guys did a great job.
I appreciate it. We're still
Not,
trying.
not easy conditions.
No, but again, we're still out there, and I appreciate all my guys for doing all the hard work that they're doing. So again, they're doing a good job.
Where are we going? Where are the semi trucks going with all the branches?
Everything's going to our facility right now. It's all being deposited on the north side of our property, just north of the gun range. So again, the idea is to pile it there and then using an outside, we'll get a grinder, and again, grind it down and then use boxes to remove it out. So again, at least we're just trying to get it off the street and get it stacked up. Dire truck's been great, helping us with that process. They actually got an excavator out there helping us stack it. So again, still there's a lot of material out there. So again, at some point, we're gonna have that tub grinder, something to start breaking that material out, because it'll probably be 2 or 3 more piles at that side before it's all said and done. So
Free mulch for a while.
pretty much.
Okay, anything else for Jeff? Next time is new business. First time on new business, the bid report for the 2026 sanitary sewer lining project. I'll turn it over to Mike from East Engineering to kind of give us a summary. You have correspondence in your packet
Yeah,
that has the report in it.
so we have the 2026 lining project. There were 4 bidders, to do the lining at the 11 locations. Engineering cost estimate was $397K. They came in a range of $264K to $434K. So we are gonna recommend Innovative Underground for the amount of $24,436.09.
And as I understand, Mike, this is the group that did our last set of
They
projects.
did the last.
And they were also the low bidder, very low bidder.
Yes,
Yeah.
on both very low, and according to Joe, they did a bang up job on the
Excellent
first
job.
job,
So
so.
this is, we're hoping that they would have the same sort of luck this time around, and looks like we did with them, so. I think we have every reason to believe that they will probably do a good job, since they did the last job well. So. Given that information, I would look for a motion to award the 2026 sanitary sewer lining project to Innovative Underground for $264,438.09.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? George, you look like you're
Well,
in question. Okay. You
Okay.
had a question there, so,
I'm-
okay. If there's no further questions, then have a roll call, so please.
Aye.
Alex.
Aye.
Aaron.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Next time on the agenda is the 2026 sanitary sewer lining construction services proposal. This is comparable to the proposal that we had last year. To provide, these are the services that East Engineering provides in relation with the project, and they're obviously management and observation. If I understand correctly, this is the same amount
Same amount as last year.
as it was
That's
last
correct.
year. We have a similar number of lineal feet, or at least comparable amount of lineal feet in this project that we did last year.
I believe Joe said it was a little bit
Yeah, it
more
was,
too,
yeah.
but it was very.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
very similar, so.
and I think he even said there's a lot more backyard challenges in this
Yeah.
one too, so
Okay,
for what that's worth.
so, do I have a motion in regards to the, construction services proposal from East Engineering? And that is in the amount of $28,000.
Make a move, accept it.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? There being none, roll call, Sue, please.
George.
Aye.
Ken.
Right.
Jeff.
We need signatures on these?
Aye. Yes. Well, I will need to sign it, so. Okay, thank you. Next time on our agenda is any and all. Anything to add from any of the members this evening?
Frank, I have that total for George, again, the 1,727 now.
And for the free.
Yeah. And then also before, I'll probably do it under any and all, just because we're here. Do we have a motion regarding waiving the late fee? For our portions, water and sanitary?
I'll make a motion, we waive the late fees.
Okay, for a period to be determined by the town council,
There you go.
and that's a recommendation. Okay, now you have a motion, I have a second. Any further discussion? There being none, roll call, Sue, please.
Aye.
Ken. Jeff.
Aye.
Aye,
Everyone.
okay. Excellent.
I noticed that you passed out the draft for the policy
Yes,
before the meeting,
yes.
but can the three of us have a copy of it as well?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
You'll also receive, obviously, when we do the draft ordinance, this is just an outline. And actually, I think this is nearly identical as the one you had at the last meeting. I think the only change to it might be the math business that Alex pointed out, where we went flip the 20 to an 80. And that's probably outside of some grammatical stuff. And again, it's just an outline,
Okay,
but it should be identical. But I do have copies of this
Thank you.
latest one here, which I will distribute to you here as soon as we adjourn. Any and all? Okay, if there isn't, do I have a motion for adjournment?
Motion to adjourn.
Have a
Second.
second?
All right.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Say aye. Meeting adjourned.